It's recording.
It's recording.
Alright, cool
Okay,
guys.
tense up now.
We're tense. This interview, it should not be fun.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever you do,
No,
don't
no
make a
fun.
mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
don't- and concentrate.
Test one.
Oh, we didn't even start.
Okay, we didn't even start. Okay, yeah.
There you go.
It was wasted.
Didn't have-
It was wasted.
Yeah.
That was my best material.
Yeah,
I know.
I know.
I'm out.
I've used it only one time. Yeah, I don't double
One take.
things. Yeah, one take.
That's
Yeah.
it.
And done. So maybe we should cut this. Maybe we should.
I think it's a wrap for today.
It's a
really.
wrap.
Yeah.
It's getting
Look,
late anyway.
It kind of had a.
Hi everybody, my name's Catherine Butterhair and I'm here today with Sabrina Soares to interview her and her players about her new EP, Plan A.
I'm sitting in the backseat, so take me where I
How you
got.
going?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is the first EP, and God, it's taken me so long to get something out. And so I'm actually really happy that it's finally out, and I've got some of the best players with me as well who contributed on the EP. And so yeah, I'm really excited about this. So I hope you are too. And so yeah, I'm glad to be here.
I'm super excited to be interviewing you about this amazing project,
Thank you.
especially because I've heard your stuff live, which is incredible. I'd like to start by asking how you all met.
How did we all meet, guys?
Well, it was an interesting one with with Sab. I sort of had a reunion. It was actually not even a year ago with a whole bunch of bandmates from the 80s. A good buddy, a singer, Joe Goodman was up from Tasmania. We decided to go out. Michael Story just happened to be playing with you that night. Michael was a guitarist in a band of ours from many years ago, which we signed our first publishing contract to what was in Rondell Music.
Wow.
Doesn't exist. But, yeah. And I met you then, and I was just.
The jam night, right?
The jam, or was it a jam night? I wasn't really sure what it was, but all the same. no, because there were songs that were yours, or whatever yours, and then there were a few standards, and a few jazz standards and that kind of thing.
I've come across Michael many times and always been in awe of what you do. So how did you and Sabrina meet?
Well, Michael's story is the common link there.
Thank
as
you.
well. One of my really close friends, another musician, Gervais Coffey, lived downstairs from Michael's story at the time, and
Wow,
so
synchronicity.
we just kind of,
Very serendipitous.
Michael would hear us rehearsing in the apartment sometimes, and sort of came and we all got introduced and had a few jams together and stuff, and then he just called me one afternoon and said, "Oh, would you be interested in recording some guitar with this young girl?" And he was 16 or something.
Wow.
16 at the time. And so we did a bit of recording then, and then one gig shortly after that at the Marrickville Festival.
Yeah.
And then
That's it.
we haven't looked back. How
Fantastic.
many gigs have we done since? Hundreds,
100.
Why Plan A? Why did you call the EP Plan A?
It is a very good question. I actually took inspiration from the title of the first track, Plan A, and that's all about going for your dreams no matter what, right? And not slowing down. And so with this, this EP, it's kind of like my first offering in the world, like officially, and so it kind of felt right to name it Plan A because I'm doing music full time, and I'm just going for it, and
You are.
and so it just felt appropriate, and everything as well that comes in with the Plan A, like all the other songs as well, like Thinking Too Far as well talks about the fear of not knowing where you're going. And I think that's always the case when you're embarking on like a new direction in life. And then, troubled relationships always happens when you're focusing.
It's great inspiration.
It's
Yes.
so great. But always when you're trying to focus on one goal in mind, and then it finishes really nicely, I think, on you.
Yes.
And it kind of summarizes it in a very optimistic way that, I like where this is going, and I think we're going the right way. And, so in all the package, I think that's
My base belief is how did it all come? together? Like, was it a quick process to get everybody ready for the studio? Did it take you very long to do that?
Well, I think the fact that we've been playing together so long, and that the core of the sound is what we do
So tired.
every time we play. So
Yeah.
that's basically there, and then Josh and Ralph were able to fit into that.
Well, very much.
Find their
I think for me, you know,
place.
I mean, yeah, for me, the sort of the luxury was that I've got two coming on something that's already well established. You know,
Excellent.
sometimes, you
That
know.
makes a big difference.
Yeah, well,
So
yeah, it does make a big
A
difference.
tip
you
to all those people that are ready to prepare to record. How long did it take you to record the EP?
That was over 3 days, wasn't it? So we ended up doing.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It was quite because there's 6 songs on the EP, and so we ended up really smashing it out, 2 songs a day.
Wow.
And
that's incredible.
it's crazy because I actually went into the studio kind of expecting it to do do the guitar part and then do the bass part after, like track by track, vocal takes and that kind of thing, and then edit it, like that. But then we kind of, the first song that we did was "You Love Her, Not Me,"
I love that song.
and then when we got in the studio, it was just me, Michael, and Josh, the producer, who's going to come out later. We kind of practiced the song. Everyone was plugged in. We kind of practiced the song, and everyone fine-tuned and stuff like that. And then we kind of, Josh turned at us at the end, was like, "Why don't we record it that way?"
Yeah. And we all felt it straight away. It was just this was the scratch take that was like, okay, look, this will give us something to lay down some overdubs on.
Yeah.
And we just sort of all looked at each other and went, why are we doing anything else? This is
exactly.
the sound's in this room here, so
Yeah,
let's do it like this.
And what would you say was the slowest and the quickest songs to record?
Actually, for me, I think "Wandering" was the quickest one for me. Not just because it was only me.
We
So
didn't have the rest of us lying down.
That might make a difference.
So I ended up just kind of, what was it, only 6 takes with "Wandering." It was just 6 takes.
Wonderful.
And then Josh was like, "I think we've got something."
Excellent.
And then
Josh is pretty perfectionist that way, isn't he? I mean, you think you're going to take, and he's, again.
You can.
Yeah, it's
we played the song as well. It wasn't like a verse 1. Okay, cool. All right, next one, verse 1, play again. It was from beginning to end. It was
Right. Excellent.
And so
very fluid.
yeah, exactly.
Process.
And so I think it worked well in that sense.
I guess the reason was really catching performances,
Yeah.
That's
which is
exactly
great. It's a great way to do it if you can do it. You need the right people to do it. That's the
Almost
thing.
definitely.
For it to, but if you can, then it's a really good organic way to go.
The slowest song,
Yeah.
the longest.
Because I know that there's one part in Thinking So Far that always got to us, but
Oh, yeah, that's right.
only after
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Ah, yes. Yeah, because it was a held chord that had to go, and then snap back into the groove. Yeah, exactly.
But that was cool though.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Not that age matters, but how old are you currently?
Currently I'm 19.
That is incredible. I think one thing that I feel that from my artist point of view is that when I first saw you perform, I was in awe and I was really, I was very excited because there was a wealth of kind of performance knowledge and experience, but you had this beautiful soul and vibe that you emanated, and then the connection between you and Michael on stage, because I've seen Michael perform so many times and I'm in awe of his playing as well, but it was just, you have this profound, what is the word I'm looking for? You're just like a really old soul in a super young body, and it's a really exciting combination. But the fact that you aren't thinking about a plan B, you're going ahead with this plan A, and there's no other options, and there's no get out of jail cards. You're just going straight forward. It's extremely exciting, and very excited for what's coming up for you next.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited too. I don't know where we're going, but do it one step at a time. You can only do so much yourself, and so until we can get other people involved as well.
Yeah.
Bring in the
Josh.
Bring in the
Josh.
This is the best interview ever.
He's gone. He's escaped.
Josh has escaped.
Go the locksmith.
That's right.
Untie Josh.
But he's told us nothing.
That is not serendipitous at all.
Yes.
That is not serendipitous. Eagle. What have I told you?
Where am I going to go? Am I going to sit on one of your laps? Actually, you can work on that tomorrow. That's good.
Love the sound effects.
Traps, you know it's real.
We're talking to Sabrina and the guys about the EP, and we thought it was really imperative to get the guy that made this all come together.
Sure.
And what would you say attracted you to work with Sabrina on this project?
Oh, well, we'd known each other for a good few years by the time this came around. I actually met Sabrina when she was doing some work experience here at the studio.
Fantastic.
So, I guess it was a few years in the making, in the sense that we'd known each other for a while, and I was a bit of a sounding board for Sabrina, I guess, early on, and so when it came time to actually record something, I guess I was an obvious choice, I guess, because we already had built up a relationship over those couple of years and trusted each other and all that sort of thing, and Sabrina knew how I worked because she had sat in on so many sessions that I'd done that it was. She knew what she was in for.
The feedback from everybody that's seen her live, they've really loved the recorded EP.
Great.
Because I think it still captures her essence. So that's congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
On creating that all together. That's really, I think it's a rare thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And
particularly
like
for
I
the
said,
first EP.
Totally. There's not many people that you can do that with, and that's the point. That's why you don't hear it very often, is because there's not many people capable of actually putting those performances in a studio setting, especially. It's just up to me to really capture that and be a support, I guess, for it, rather than having to create the record, which sometimes you do have to sort of make something out of nothing in a way, whereas this was the other end of the spectrum, just record what was already there and not taking away too much.
Which leads me to my next question. What plugins did you use? No.
We
thought we'd sneak that in for good measure. I was like, asking that.
What plugins did I use? I didn't use any tuning plugins, that's for sure. There was no vocal tuning on the record
that's
whatsoever,
so,
which is amazing.
Take note, people, that's very rare. That's really cool. How do you feel about being a part of Plan A? It's such an amazing
I'm honoured, because I feel like, first of all, because, you guys were quite familiar with each other, and you had worked together. I was sort of pretty honoured to be called in, even if it would be just to do, sort of my part in this recording. It's like, in a way, you walk into something that's, kind of sacred, because you see something else that someone else has really been working for a long time, for quite a long time. So I'm shocked to be here. Really am,
As you are, I'm honored to have not just great musicians, but great friends as well. And it just makes the process, because it was a full day, knocking 2 songs a day, so you kind of want to be in the same room with great people.
People that you enjoy their company.
So it's great, we're always laughing, always...
People, whose sensibilities you get,
Well, we've talked so much about the honesty in your music, but so you need to be around people who you feel comfortable with and trust for that to come out. Otherwise,
it's not going to be quite happen.
You don't feel comfortable to bare your soul into the microphone, which is what you're here to do.
It's that simple.
And I think, credit to what you all created here, it feels like a creative room. It feels very welcoming and safe.
It's very gloomy.
Very gloomy inside.
I'd like to thank you all for your time today to be interviewed and to pick your musical brains about this amazing project. You need to all go out and buy your copy of Sabrina Soares' Plan A, because there's no option for Plan B in this story.
Honestly, thank you so much for watching that. You can see that a lot of work has been put into the Plan A EP, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. So yeah, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me more on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I've also got a Tumblr page if you want to visit that too. So go for it. and so yeah, so the CD, the EP is now available on iTunes and Bandcamp. So make sure you check it out. Thank you so much. See you guys.
So remember that, yeah. 'Cause nothing else matters, yo.